Hello, Summer's Tips and Stitches. This is her little sister, Summer's little sister, Bree, and I have been starting to do, I've done one once before, but starting to do these bead talks for you subscribers of Summer's channel. And last time I talked more about my Etsy shop and the rosaries I'm making, but I found a few different ways to crochet with beads and thought I would continue sharing them with you. So first, my husband's colleague struggles with infertility, and she saw my Etsy shop where I, Beads of Hope, what is it? Beads of Hope by Bree. So if you go to it, you go to etsy.com/shop/Beads of Hope by Bree. So my husband was showing her the Etsy shop, and she said, oh, she should look into making infertility bracelets. She obviously struggles with infertility, and so I did a lot of searching on what goes into an infertility bracelet, and I made her two different kinds. So I thought I would show you guys first because they were so simple, and I thought I would show you. So this first kind is a wish bracelet, okay? It's 3 simple beads, and I'll go into the meaning of it. So first, with the wish bracelet, it's not meant to last forever, which is great. As you can see, it's pretty thin, and it's made of string. Well, I use crochet thread. And they say with a wish bracelet, tie this bracelet on your wrist, close your eyes, and make a wish. Now the bracelet will always remind you to believe, to seek, and your wish shall find you. Legend says that when the thread begins to fray, your wish will soon be on the way. So that's where I found it, this wish bracelet. And then the beads that are on it are rose quartz, moonstone, and aquamarine. Now, I quickly figured out why she thought it would be a good idea to sell these, because those gems or crystals are not cheap. I want to say I spent maybe $15 trying to acquire these 3 different gemstones. And I'll briefly go into the gemstone. So why this is a fertility or infertility bracelet. You wear it in hopes of increasing your fertility. The rose quartz stands for unconditional love, so it should help you be peaceful and calm. And the moonstone is the main fertility gemstone. The moonstone is said to regulate a woman's menstrual cycle, to promote natural conception, and gives off calming energies and stabilizes your emotion. Clearly, I think I could use a stabilizing emotional bead, if you know what I mean. And then the third, the aquamarine, is a calming energy that reduces stress, quiets the mind, and is highly protective during pregnancy to help guard against miscarriages. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how much I believe in these gemstones and what powers they may or may not, or energies they may not release, but I do like beading and crocheting. So what I did is I made a simple chain with my little crochet thread and my little crochet bead, and then literally I just slipped these on. You can see how they move. I just literally threaded the crochet thread through the gemstones. Okay? 1, 2, 3. And then as you also are getting to know me, I don't like to use fasteners if I don't have to, because they cost more money and they can break. So I threaded this bead through the chained crochet thread and weaved it in, tied it on, and then on the other end I crocheted once again the chain. I looped it and then secured the end of the loop. So when I put this little sucker on, you hook it on, and there we go. So yeah, so I made this for her, hopefully to increase her fertility, but I prayed for her while I made it, and maybe it gives her hope, relaxes her, whatever we want. And then since I was asking around her preferences on colors, and I guess she really likes black, whites, neutrals, I made this one for her. So the black is not any type of gemstone. I think it's a glass bead from Walmart, to be honest. The white is a gemstone from Hobby Lobby and did cost, I think, a lot of money. And I strung up my beads on this beading wire, And then, you guys, I totally like this. I never heard of this before, but this is roll chain, and it's a 5.5 milliliter size chain. And what I thought the beauty of is it makes it a really classy bracelet, though it's beaded. It doesn't necessarily see the crochet homemade look. So then I put I attached that beading wire to the end of this chain. And then on the other side. So there's just one wire. I strung up the beads, and on either side of the wire I attached the chain. I think this is all, when you look at it, you just know what to do. If you guys want a deeper tutorial, you can comment below. But literally, it'd be like, wrap the wire around the chain and secure, you know. So this, I feel, looks very classy. I should take off my other bead. A nice silver, classy, black and white. She's a working woman, so it can go well with almost anything she wears. And the one nice idea about a fastener, she can adjust the size. I used a lobster claw. And then I actually didn't even buy a ring. I just am using the chain on the chain that she can attach it. So those are 2 bracelets you can make with beads around. And they took me like literally no time at all. The and the wish bracelet, any types of beads you have at home, this is just a super simple way to like color coordinate your outfit and decide what type of beads you want. All you need is that little crochet thread, do a chain stitch, and pull it on through. The second little beaded project I wanted to show you, I made for my niece, Emily. I want to say she's about 23 years old, and I'm really excited about this necklace. It is, I was going to measure it again before I showed you, but I want to say it's like 35 inches long. You guys, this is the necklace. So why I'm super excited about making these, well, let me show you the necklace first. I made it super big, so you can wrap it around twice and have like a nice, you know, low-hanging necklace. You can adjust the size, have it super long. How I think I would probably wear it is 3 times around. So like that. You can also make it longer and maybe knot it, like a charm length. And then lastly, if you really wanted to, you can just wrap this around your wrist like a bazillion times and have a very gorgeous, sparkly bracelet. I would adjust it for real life. Now that's pretty fancy. So, why I was excited about making it is I found I had a variety of beads. I've been changing if I use a bigger bead or smaller bead, seed bead, and I'm starting to get quite the variety of sizes. And why I wanted also to talk to you about this, guys, is because I found 2 different things to help me while I made this very long bead. So first of all, a cupcake tin, right? I was using a variety of different beads. You're not going to be able to see it too well. And so I used this cupcake tin to keep all the different beads I was using separate. But this is like all one necklace in this cupcake tin. And then the top of a Tupperware. I'm sure you have this. This has to be my mom's. I'm sure of it. It's got to be one of those big yellow salad bowls. I'm going to take this bracelet off real quick. And what I did is I created my pattern, but I played around with it. So I took a picture of the Tupperware bowl lid that I used, and I created my pattern of like this crystal-y bead, some seed beads, then the square bead, a seed bead, this big pink sparkly bead. And I was able to string it up and crochet it and measure it. And so I think it came out about 7 inches. And if I wanted it 35 inches long, I could do 35 divided by 7. And then I knew how many patterns that I wanted to do. So if you see, I start with that green shimmery bead, which, by the way, I use in one of my most popular rosaries is the shimmery gold rosary, and it uses this bead. That would be one pattern I've got. is listed right here. So I was able to string them all up continuously, picking them out of my cupcake tin, putting it on my Tupperware bowl, and stringing it up. So I'm really excited about these. Hopefully by the time Summer posts this video, I hope to have quite a few available. And I think I'm going to sell them for $15.99. I know that kind of sounds like a lot, but as you can imagine, it's a 35-inch necklace, and I have to sit there and put all these beads on first, and then you crochet, bring up a bead, crochet, bring up a bead, crochet, bring up a bead. So, I think I'm going to expand, thanks actually to you guys, your suggestions on my last video, expand my offerings on Etsy. I'm still using the money for my rosary ministry, because that's just where my heart lies, and, yeah. So I'm going to try to put this necklace on, and as I said, I think of myself for $15.99. The 99 cents helps with packaging. You know, you got to put it in a pretty tissue paper bag and mail it. The packaging does, you know, create a little extra cost for me. And then the last thing I wanted to show you is how awesome you guys are again to me. I have this sweet package after I did my last video for you guys of some beads Esther sent me. I was so excited. So look at this, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, she threw in a $10 bill. Thank you, Esther. Once again, back to this type of necklace, I have a variety of sizes of beads I can use. These are ruby polished glass, and they are about 10 millimeters. I'm very excited about those. Here's a tinier version of it. These are 6 millimeter rose polished, fire polished. And then look at these pretty guys. Look at those. They're rose fire polished. I really like it. It adds a shimmer on it. We have some nice green ones, and I'm really excited to pair these with wait for me, sweet. I have these from, I get these at Michael's, and I just really like the shimmery green, but I haven't yet had something to do with it besides rosaries. And I now think I can have an oblong and a little round bead in a necklace like this. What else did she have in here for me? Some little white, crystally, more little rose. Some extra pearls. You guys know how much I love my pearls. I like to put those in almost anything I do. And then some jet faceted. So yeah, I did nothing. I just made a video, and one of you sweet subscribers gathered up all these little beads she had in her house, threw in a $10 bill, and mailed it to me. So thank you so much, Esther. Yeah, I think I'm going to mail you something I make with them. But that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about today. So what I talked about was, oh, one more thing. I'm going to work on crocheting headbands, okay? My girls wear headbands all the time. And they chew on them, they break them, they stretch out. And I just thought if there's a way I can make them, why not, right? So this is some crochet thread. Because my Etsy shop is Beads of Hope by Bree, I would really like to get some beads in here. And that would be really sparkly and shimmery. My concern is the beads getting stuck in your hair when you're trying to take it in and out. Once again, a mom of 3 girls, I think I know a little bit about things getting stuck in hair. So I'm going to have to experiment with that. But I would like to make these headbands either with this, my sisters taught me this word, variegated crochet thread, or solid, or all the different colors I have. So I think I'll wait and I'll do a video on this because this is more up your guys' alley. I think these are all double crochets, but that's what I want to talk to you about. An easy making wish bracelet, and if you want to make this and give it to folks, it's nice because if it breaks, it's kind of meant to break, so it's not your fault. With no fastener, just hooking the bead at the end and crocheting a loop to stick the bead in. the fancier moonstone with a roll chain. I bought that at Hobby Lobby. So then your beadwork can look a little less homemade and a little more, not that homemade's not classy, but a little classier. And these ones are specifically for infertility. And then this gorgeous necklace I'm so excited about, you guys. I'm probably going to have a ton on my site. And why, as a crafter, I appreciate it is I can kind of use all my loose beads, the things that I didn't finish a project with, big, small, put it all together. Use a neutral. This is called pewter. You don't want to look at my face that much. Holy cats. It's a pewter. Gray is popular nowadays. I don't know if you know that. But a light gray and then a dark gray pewter versus using something as stark or different, stark's word, as versus black or white. A nice gray tone I think really goes a lot well with the beads. So, again, this was Bead Talk by Bree. My Etsy shop is Beads of Hope by Bree. And you can go ahead and check out my shop if you want. All my money goes towards my rosary ministry of making and giving away rosaries to those in emotional, physical need. And big hugs and kisses to my sister Summer for letting me share a little bit of my beadwork with you ladies or gentlemen. So, from Beads of Hope by Bree and Summer's Tips and Stitches, signing off, and thanks for watching.